welcome to my channel. Welcome to today's Collective Tarot Love reading. We're just going to dive straight in there, Collective. Pull a crowning card, then we'll pull additional cards. Dive deep and let's see what's going on with both you and your person. Let's go. Lovers, here, Collective lovers. Let's have a look. Let's dive deep. Lovers is a choice, of course, here, Collective, but let's go. You know, when you're coming in with lovers, what it can talk about here, Collective, is not building a relationship the way in which you built one in the past, here, Collective. But let me dive deeper. It's coming in that way. You've got to allow for the freedom to grow, here, Collective, so that the relationship can grow. Here. Let me just have a look. So you're coming in with the Three of Pentacles, here, Collective. You're coming in with the Ace of Swords. You're also coming in with the Three of Swords here, Collective. You're coming in with the Two of Wands. You have the Magician. Okay. You have the Knight of Cups. You have the Eight of Swords, and you also have the Knight of Swords here, Collective. Okay. And you have the Queen of Pentacles. All right, bottom of the deck, you're coming in with the Six of Wands. Okay. Let me just have a look at this, Collective. 19, 22, 23. You have choices here, Collective, is what it's talking about here in your reading. And what it can also talk about here, Collective, well, it is a reflection of your person here. But what your reading's saying here, Collective, is that they've made a choice. But what it also talks about here, Collective, it took a while. It took a lot of hard work here in order to get your person's attention in terms of lovers here, because they too had choices. And because you took certain action here, certain steps here, Collective, now you have attention here in your reading. And so in that respect, there's a mirror going on here. But let me keep going, okay, Collective? And let me explain in detail by way of the cards what's going on with both you and your person. Okay, So let's go. Now you're coming in with lovers. Most definitely lovers is a choice here, but what it talks about there, collective, is that you had to learn about relationships to come in this way. Here, yeah, of course, you're talking about a past program here, collective, both you and your person, but you came out of that program coming in with the Six of Wands, and I'll get to the Six of Wands here, collective. So you had to learn about love is what I'm getting here. How to love when you don't know what love is. The way in which this card is coming in here, it's like you had to come away. I need to come in with you first, all right, collective. You had to come away from expectations here in your reading. That things were always going to be the house with the picket fence here, collective. That to follow how you saw love, and this may have been from your parents here, collective, bear with me, that how to build a relationship here, collective, all came from that. This is why what it's talking about here in your reading is that you had to learn about relationships here. What was a relationship here, collective? And this had to do with looking at your past relationships that you had built in your life. This could be friends, family. This also could be intimate partners here, collective, for you to be where you are today, because what your reading is saying here, collective, is that you're not the same person you were in the past. You have a better idea as to how to build a solid relationship here in your reading. And what it's talking about here, collective, is that's what people understand and know about you, because you do have eyes on you at this time. And I'll get there, collective, when the card comes around. So for both you and your person here, it talks about learning about love and learning about relationships here. Solid relationships, how to build a solid relationship is how it's coming in. It wasn't about just because he, collective, sleeping with people just because for yourself. Here you had to learn a lot about that. Because first and foremost, here, collective, it had to be about yourself when you're coming in with lovers, because you're actually coming in with harmony here. It talks about loving oneself here, collective, and learning how to do that so that you can build a solid relationship. Because what it's talking about here, collective, is that you could very well be in hermit mode, and so is your person, and so are others here, to come in with lovers. All right. So it's not just a huge focus on your person. A lot of the focus had to be on yourself here, collective. Because you are talking about growth. Knowing oneself here, collective, overcoming fears here, broken dreams here, collective. In terms of past relationships, you had to understand that here in your reading. Now, in terms of your person, and I spoke about it in the beginning here, of course, your person has choices, but what this is talking about here, collective, is they could be very well making that choice at this point in time. Because it's talking about here, collective, yeah. They are worried. Your person is worried here. They know that there are other people that are biting for your time and attention, but they don't know what's happening here. Coming in with the page, the Knight of Swords. They only know from their eyeballs here, collective. Okay, but they don't know the truth. So let me explain. All right. Now you're coming in with the Three of Pentacles. And so what the Three of Pentacles, once again, it's talking about building a solid relationship here, collective. How to build a solid relationship, because your solid relationship here, collective, may have been how you saw it being done by your parents here in terms of building a relationship, the home, the house, going to work here, raising a family here, collective. That may have been your perception on how you understood love is to be. It may have also been about, for both you and your person, just sleeping with people just because here. And like I said, how to love when you don't know what love is. First and foremost, one has to remove the blockages and barriers of negative attachments here, collective patterns and habits, toxic patterns and habits here. Here, of course, your person had toxic patterns and habits, but you too also. That may be where it could differ here, collective. Let's say yours may have been chocolate and your person's could have very well been cleaning. There's a huge difference between the patterns and habits here, collective, between you and your person, okay? And toxic addictions here, collective. All right? And so it talks about what did you build from that? What kind of relationships did you build from your pattern and habit, toxic addiction to chocolate? It may have been only knowing people who ate a particular type of chocolate here in your reading. And your person only liking people that were extremely clean and cleanly collective. Okay? And that to you was your perception of the truth here. It's like saying, oh, but those were the people that got me. So I only stuck with those kinds of people. Nobody else really got me there. But when you ate that chocolate here, collective, it would have changed your mood and your mind, your mindset here, collective, and your actions and your heart space here. So there was a hell of a lot that you had to understand when it came to that chocolate, and why it was a barrier and why it blocked you and your person. There's been cleaning. Blocks the both of you from knowing what true and real love was. And it does come down to the void, avoiding and ignoring here one's own emotions, internal guidance here, collective internal compass here, because there was a fear to trust, to step outside of that comfort zone in here, collective. That comfort zone, stepping outside of that comfort zone may have been mixing with people who don't even eat chocolate here. And for your person, it may have been mixing with people who who are just tidy as opposed to super clean. I hope you get what I'm saying here, collective. I'm only using those scenarios so that I can come in. It is quite shallow, but connect the dots for yourself in your situation. Now you're coming in with the truth, and the truth is talking about here, collective reprogramming, so that you could get a better understanding about relationships, about lovers here. But this reprogramming had to do with yourself. It had nothing to do with your person. Here they too have to figure out their own toxic addictions here, collective patterns and habits, and what they built from that. See, that's what the Three of Pentacles is talking about in terms of the perception here. It's what did you build, collective? What kind of relationships did you build here? But the truth here, collective, is almost you have to let all of that go and rebuild it all over again. And it's only Three Pentacles here, collective. Okay? In terms of getting a better understanding about oneself. As opposed to a lack of understanding here, collective. then that lack of understanding may have been in the past where you just mingled with people that ate a certain type of chocolate. Bear with me here, collective, and why those relationships never really turned into anything here, collective. That's what it's talking about. All right. Now you're coming in with the Ace of Swords, and so what the Ace of Swords is talking about here in your reading, see, a lot of the relationships that both you and your person built was actually built on heartbreak and loss. He collective, all the Three of Swords. Now, the Three of Swords is talking about pain, hurt, and fear. So there may have been a confusion in the past, and that confusion was here, collective, that you connected pain to love, hurt to love, fear to love here. That's how that was your version. I talk about it being a skewed perception of love. So when true and real love came into your life, or you got those feelings here, collective, because you always had them here, you would get triggered and you would avoid and ignore here, collective, certain situations that would trigger you. But that was all about the void, the emptiness that you had inside of you. And it was that way. And it was because of that here, collective, that you realized here that you actually knew nothing about love. And so by focusing on oneself here, collective, this is definitely what you're doing at this time. See, the Ace of Swords is talking about here, collective, ending out a past cycle. Coming out of that past program here. And you know, because now you know the truth, and it isn't something you're wanting to go back to here, collective. But what your person is beginning to realize here, collective, is that you're the one with the Ace of Swords. So what they're going through here, collective, is different to what you're going through here in your reading. See, what it's talking about here is that they know they need to have the courage here, collective. Yes, of course, the courage to come towards you, but more importantly here, collective, the courage to face one's own fear. Negative attachments here, collective. Their own skewed perception of love. And by facing this fear and confronting their own fear in terms of negative attachments here, collective, what your person is also beginning to understand is that they don't know where it's going to take them. Here, the Fool's journey. But it's a start point here. They know it's about self-empowerment, self-love when it comes to the Fool's journey here, collective. All right, now just before I carry on, I'd just like to say I offer counselling, mentorship, advice, programs, and tarot readings. If you're interested, details are in the description box below this video. I'm not just a counsellor. I'm not just a tarot reader. That came out a little bit wrong there, collective. Apologies. Okay, now you're coming in with the Three Swords. Yeah, okay, collective. And, you know, this is about facing one's fear here. This is talking about, for your person, removing those blockages and barriers here, so they too can learn about love here, collective. How to love when you don't know what love is, because love to your person is heartbreak. Excuse me. Now you're coming in with the Two of Wands, and so what the Two of Wands is talking about here, collective, this is your person. This is other people here, collective. This is what it's talking about here in your reading. You're definitely a temptation. Like I said, eyes on you. But they know the truth. There's some kind of truth that's coming in, but this is their own truth. Not so much the truth about you here, collective. Oh, they definitely know that you're a temptation and that you are a catch here. But it's talking about the triggers. These people get triggered by you, collective, and so they too need to face their past pain, hurt and fear here. This is what it's saying. You know, while they're sitting there watching you, what they could be doing here, collective, is getting out their journal and start journaling down certain painful and hurtful experiences and situations and memories that they went through as a child. Now you're coming in with the Magician. Now what the Magician is talking about here, collective, is self-mastery. You've been through many terrible moments here, collective, especially in terms of dealing with your own negative here. This is what it's talking about. The Magician is the one with lovers, the Magician. All right. Now what the Magician can talk about here, collective, is you've healed from heartbreak here, collective. It does talk about a person that has a social media platform here, which could be Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. It could also talk about somebody who has there's a plethora of social media platforms that people use these days, because we're coming into a new age of communication here, collective. It's not just the TV anymore. Okay. And there's Google here, collective. There's also YouTube here. All right, now you're coming in with the Knights of Cups here, collective. This is someone that wants to come towards you, most definitely. This person has to follow through here, collective. This is what it's also talking about. There are two sides to this person. This is what it's saying. They may not show it to you at first, but this person is definitely wanting more than just dating here, collective. You have to be clear on your intentions so that you know what this person's intentions are going to be. All right. Now you're coming in with the Eight of Swords. And so what the Eight of Swords is talking about here, collective, 8, 19, 11. Yeah, your person knows that there is some kind of truth that is coming in for your person. That it's like saying here, collective, or what it's saying here is that they're not the only one. And these other people that are around you that want your time and your attention, your person doesn't see that they can match them. Okay, here in your reading, there's a fear element here for your person. But this fear, once again, has to do with your person's past pain, hurt, here, collective. But see, you were an option to your person, and you very well knew that, because your person is fine looking. Okay, and of course they're going to attract attention here, collective. But now you have options, and it's in your person's face almost here. Now you're coming in with the Knights of Swords. So what it's talking about here, collective, is that certain things are being illuminated to your person. But it's not just your person. There are other people here as well, collective. And even in this trapped in fear here, collective, there are people that are having to overcome here, collective. To come out of the Eight of Swords, one must first gain wisdom here, collective. It's about learning from one's mistakes, and you came in with the Three of Swords. All right. This person is here, collective. But it's also talking about here, yeah, of course, this could be your person, but it's also other people here, collective. All right. Now you're coming in with the Queen of Pentacles. And so what the Queen of Pentacles is talking about here, collective, is you're holding on to your new beginning. You're holding on to what you created, and you're actually doing it in front of people's eyeballs here, collective, and it talks about your freedom. And so what it talks about there, collective, is you're a business owner. You earn your own money. You're your own boss. This is what I'm also picking up here. It doesn't faze you is what this reading is talking about. It doesn't faze you what's going on. Yeah, of course, you've got options in front of you, but you're actually not focused on these options here. You're not focused on them, collective, because you're coming in with Four of Pentacles, so you're holding on, you're holding back, but it's your independence. That's what you're holding on to, collective. Yeah. Plus, you're also holding on to your person here in your reading. Now, you're coming in with the Six of Wands, and so what the Six of Wands is talking about here in your reading, yeah, people are going to judge, collective. People are going to judge you, blame you here, react. You're going to be facing a lot of that here in your reading, but that's a cycle that people are in. That's what it talks about. It's with all this triggering that's going on here, collective, that other people are going through. It's about the cycle and the program that they are in here, collective, and it's a time for them to come out of it. But the choice is theirs, and coming in with the Six of Wands, you know that. All right, I am going to leave it there. Thank you so much for your reading. Join us in the Facebook group. Yeah, and I'll catch you later. Bye.